Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
I did.
It was so big.
You
and
old man.
pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue.
His voice doesn't sound right.
Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
Doesn't sync up with his character
She's super
design.
rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Business people are always friendly when it suits their interests. Oh.
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's.
Ningguang's pretty cool as well.
He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then?
Keqing! Oh yeah, that's funny.
She said
Met with Keqing as well for the first time, even though I've been literally using her since the start of the game. I've had her my first ever banner, so she's been my character rotation ever since.
No respect for the divine.
That's funny. That's the funny thing about that
Indeed,
game.
contrary to the ever-bold Keqing,
Meeting new characters, but I'm like,
Ningguang is more
I'm
of a
playing as you. I've been playing as you for like the past 5
Though they
hours.
are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true
Ningguang is
intentions.
highly intelligent, and Ningguang is highly ambitious.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position.
I remember when I met Xialing for the first time, I was like, hey, it's it's this character I already got. I was literally standing next to her as her. It's just a funny thing about the game, it is. Obviously it's great, you know, you can play as the characters you meet. That's just a really cool thing. Because obviously Zhongli, I could play as him if I got him. In a banner, that is, of course.
It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of
What
Tianxuan,
character's quest did I do as
she
well?
would never give up the Jade Chamber.
I forgot the name. It was like the
Jade
cat
Chamber's
girl.
only second.
Who was at the cat
What's the most important thing to her then?
bar in Mondstadt? I forget her name.
Why, Mora, of course.
Oh, makes sense. The Zhongli, the guy who doesn't carry any Moro with him. Fucking cheapskate Zhongli.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was
Quite fun.
murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
And now they are trying to reproduce the sigil of permission.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
Oh my god.
So, is there
Guys.
anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies.
Oh, my arm's a lot better. My shoulder was killing me the last few days.
Doesn't the garden in Eugene Terrace have some?
It's fine now, though.
Kingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right. Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
Madame Ping.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh
Oh, I
used
didn't
to
notice
be
he had like a
full of
very
glaze
long
lilies.
ponytail as well he's
It is
got.
a sort of joyful flower.
His hair like tied up
that
down there.
listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the
This is the
glaze
marsh.
lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and
This is the
gardened by
prettiest
people
marsh
in
I've
the
ever
city.
seen.
But
Expect it to be
very
like a
few
bog.
people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance.
Yeah, that's a
If
long
we want to follow
ponytail.
the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You mean you need me to pick them?
No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing?
I can hold the tune. I'm a pro, just sit back and listen.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Oh yeah, let's have a look now, see what Where did I go for it? Character quests. That's who it was, Diona. I did one of her quests. And next I want to do Noelle's. Complete Omnipresence of Immortals for both those ones. In order to do these ones, I need to get to rank 32 and then keep going up to get these to do these quests. Hu Tao is all the way rank 40. And so is Kokomi. Ugh. But that's stuff to look forward to. This Gang Yu. Raiden Shogun, she looks so cool as well. I like the swords come in like... Yeah, that's so cool. And it's Toma. Or Toma. Sayu, my girl. I would like to do her sort of story beer. But Klee is the first one I can do. Diona, Aventi, Mona, Zhongli, Tartaglia, even though it's child. Gang Yu, Albedo, Xiao, Hu Tao, Eula, Raiden Shogun, and my girl Kokomi. Who I'm glad I already got. Okay, let's sing to these stupid flowers. Right, you flowers, you want to hear my singing voice? It's rather very lovely.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
Oh, fucking hell.
What happened?
Oh god, you
Jumping. They look really angry.
What did I do?
Is it because you sang a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Hold the line. Motion to compel.
Wow.
Inadmissible evidence.
Inadmissible evidence.
With sword comes shadow.
Sword comes shadow.
Speed of light.
Come on, get off. Get out, get out. I should roll some weapons as well. Some 4-star, 5-star weapons would be good.
Rebuild. Let's move out. Don't blink.
Oh, Jesus Lord, Lorenzo. Judgment, bitch. Did I kill it? I did kill it.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Those flowers put quite a,
This
quite a
little
fight.
monster is known as a whopper flower.
Whopper flower. Oh, really? I haven't met any of those, even though there was dozens of them in Mondstadt.
Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Oh dear.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Oh, can
Searching
you?
For glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face?
Greetings, Yang Yu.
I can't remember.
Gang Yu.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
Yeah, I met you a while ago, I remember. A long time ago. Like, once.
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
No.
We found the way on our own.
this isn't a secret, so perhaps you just assumed we knew.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Yeah, bitch.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's
Guan Yu?
acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
So that means...
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Oh dear,
The
Venti.
other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun,
Ooh,
are no longer the same friends from
Raiden
2,000 years
Shogun.
ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old,
Only 500.
whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing.
So you're how
I've
old?
continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day.
Yeah, I should have asked Lady how
You
old she
say
is.
that you are here looking for glaze lilies?
That was bad.
I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Ah, thank you.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh,
So
still tired.
did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No,
Thanks,
it is
Ganyu.
you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord.
She has a
If
bell
you'll
around her neck.
excuse me.
That's kind of cute.
I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished.
Oh yeah, right, the pods
Given
are still
the
doing that,
ease
aren't
of
we?
picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways
Johnny,
than
you
one.
seem suited to working in agricultural development.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See, Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Let's get back there. Let's get going. After I get this teleport waypoint, the more I get, the better. I can make that climb. Come on, Yaffy. Let's get up there, girl. Can't see, they can just set us fire now without bloody this character. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where's the teleport waypoint? Here it is. Now let's get our Geo Oculus right there. Lovely stuff. Head back towards Liyue Harbour. Alright, let's go back. Hopefully we will be... Oh, I gotta walk towards there. Something bad's gonna happen now. Something's gonna happen now. Cutscene time or something. Whatever. Something. Keep thinking about his angel eyes. I like this character's design as well. All the characters have good designs, really. Most of them do. Some of the male characters have boring designs. Still think Akomi's one of the best designs, though, in the game.
Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
Listen.
Fatui. Hmm. Have they taken over the city?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Tied all the time.
Times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
Oh,
The
that's
Adepti do
inevitable.
not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
How? Backclick.
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Is anything? Is there anything can we do? Is there anything can we do? Do anything we can? Was this fucking Yoda now?
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance?
A sword sounds good.
Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things
Rector
under
Hu.
control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Whew. Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli looking for the fuse.
That ginger guy, you know, Mr. More Money Than Sense.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something
These
really
Paimons
bad.
has pretty eyes.
But
Very
where would we
galaxy-like.
find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Follow me. What is character? Look at their eyes. Pretty eyes. Kaichin's got like a diamond sort of shape in her eyes. Kokomi's just look really nice. Very bland on Shincho. Yanfi's are fine. Kokomi's are just really pretty, that's all. Smile. Smile, Kokomi. Why aren't you smiling? Kaichin doesn't smile. Kokomi should be smiling. I can run for so long. I love it. Oh wow, I gotta go far, quite far there. Can I make anything on the alchemy table? And craft one of these. Any one of those actually. Shimmering nectar? I need quite a few of those actually. Energy nectar, don't need that. Oh, still a raven insignia. I need those actually. And I know this stuff. Oh, look at the doggies wagging their tails. Oh. Oh, no, this is a pretty house. And here we go. Party level 37. Time to peer beyond the glittering gold and see what lurks in the shadows. Let's start. And yes, I like my team as is. Thank you very much. And start. My team is lovely.
Wow! This is the Golden House?
Oh, wow, is that Rex Lapis?
It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora.
Oh my god, yes it is.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few more
Don't
go missing.
touch anything but the lamp. Paimon. Don't touch a single Mora and we're done for.
Oh, so it's a trap. Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora.
We'd better check
Dream
on
come
the
true.
Exuvia first.
Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
The Monolith.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is alright.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have been bad what happened by standing on this platform over here. Let's just go stand over here and everything will be well. Oh, nothing yet. Just in. Interesting.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough?
Child
trouble
with
for
an
today?
E.
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
You find out that it was here.
Where should I start?
So is he a bad guy then?
I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in Liyue, and that the Exuvia would subsequently be hidden away? If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get the information I needed.
He killed her? Rex?
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled.
I don't think he did he?
She will get that which she desires.
If I haven't even say about it.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that,
I can never
what
defeat
else
you.
is
You're
there?
completely delusional.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Let's kick this guy's ass.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Boom boom!
Slamma jammer.
Allow me!
About battle.
Okay, he's doing a lot of damage.
Don't blink!
Passable effort.
Nowhere to hide.
But I'm doing a lot more damage.
Know my sword.
Oh god, he's gone.
Hold the line. Ring cutter.
And goodbye, child Winnie.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. You've got a trick. Haha, good.
Oh wow.
No wonder Senora was so wary of you.
He's at the next stage.
That just means I
He's
can
got
go
2
all
stages
out.
as a Dark Souls boss.
Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a harbinger.
Wow.
Wrap up the flame.
No use hiding back there.
Hold the line. I'll crush you. Speed of light. Good. Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase, baby.
You've got some skills.
And that's that. Yeah, it couldn't take me on. No way. Oh. Okay, that was a glimpse of his third stage.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive.
He has 3 stages to fight
But
today.
that's about as far as you'll get.
Oh dear.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now. Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
I'm gonna follow Donut Load 85. Oh Jesus, Lord Lorenzo. Tartaglia. Okay, that was a lot. Yeah.
This is going to cost you!
Oh, we're going down. Oh, yep, this is like a Dark Souls boss notices.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you?
Child Rooney, you are not gonna beat me. Ow.
This is over now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it. Hold the line.
Eat my water.
Allow me.
Ow.
Don't blink. Good. Got lucky that time.
Oh god, hello. No, no! No! Slam a jam!
Rest and rebuild.
Die here.
Witness the power of Guhua. Incoming.
Yeah, I got my Kaiching who will do all the damage to you.
Don't blink.
Oh no, that's gonna hurt. Oh my god, he fucking summoned a whale!
With sword comes shadow. Time for your arraignment! Incinerate!
Slam. Judgment, bitch.
Rest and revamp!
Ow.
Hold the line! Boom!
Come on, child, when he die, and you're dead.
And some you lose.
That's what you get for being a bitch.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the
Now
Gnosis.
we kill him.
You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how
Because
could
I'm
that
collecting the
be?
powers of 7 elements.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me
I
satisfied.
still got the symbols
Anyone
there
who
from my...
strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
We're not friends, child, when
Unfortunately,
he...
I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Rex Lapis still lives?
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex,
Wow.
who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
I see research with my own eyes.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Oh dear. It's still going on. That's a big sea monster.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
There's Jade Chambers moving in us. Alright. Let's see what we can do about this situation then. Because things are getting fucked up. Oh god.
Paimon's exhausted.
Those are
If we
big.
hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
No.
What are you doing here?
Ciao.
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you.
Kaichin.
We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
Oh, great.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god.
A ballista.
All the
That's
Adepti
it.
here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
That was cool. Here come the bad guys I have to kill.
They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista.
Alright.
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me! Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Because we need salaries aren't that tough. No, no, you don't. Get wrecked, sons. Ooh, pretty dramatic.
Boom boom! Inadmissible evidence!
Where are you going? Die, you little bitch.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Oh, dear. Like that? Oh, God.
Rebuild!
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Cut to the chase.
You stay away from this, guys.
Were you about to say we
No.
told them, children?
Hold up now. I need to need to get my girl back up.
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
Thanks to my opinion, your attacks against the enemies will release intermediate shock waves.
That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Card.
Guys, so now my damage is off the scales.
Shockwave! This grid is really strong.
Now I'm destroying them. I'm wrecking them.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil.
Survival capability.
Fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness.
Which means
Take my power
greatly
and run
increased.
as I do.
And my stamina is not going away. You go fast and just walk in, that's fun.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit.
We little favors at
Perhaps
once.
you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
You little bitch. Hello, guys.
Don't blink.
Which is as powerful all the time. My god, look how much damage we do. Ooh, look at that.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Alright, assholes.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
Goodbye. Some more over here. Okay. That one west is like 11%. That's not great.
Inadmissible evidence. The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Don't blink.
Looks like I went too far.
10. That's it. There's my girl, Kachin.
The interlopers
Kicking ass.
are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
I didn't do it. It's still alive.
It's working.
No, it's not.
Just need to keep this up.
This is badass.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Intense stuff, my god. Well, that was intense. It felt like a big finale, that did. Like the end of a Marvel film. God. Now what? Now where does our adventure go after this?
Is it finally over?
Feels like that.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all on the same side here.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there is discord between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
Succor.
All right.
That's a cool word.
Didn't Ningguang
Succor.
suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan,
As Sergeant of the Millelith, I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter.
Can't say that word.
Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
This is what the people have said.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right,
Oh, the ship's still there.
You needn't worry.
After all
It
that
seems
mess.
to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided.
You can see that again.
Well, huh? Oh, right. It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure
But
Rex
Rex didn't
Lapis
come out.
But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it.
Derailed.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Alright. Domains. Unknown. So is that one I can redo again then? Oh, here we go. With the end of the incident, Azanuma, Kasuna follow. Oh, Kasuna follows the crux. Complete wishes to unlock. Labyrinth Warriors. Possible rewards. Oh, Xing Yang. I can get a character for that. Let me complete wishes first. Okay, so Chapter 1, Act 3. Yeah, this will be the end of the quest line. So let's we'll end this quest line first, and then we'll end it there. The stream goes 3 hours. That seems fine. That seems fair. And see where the next stage brings us then. This is the end of Act 1, this is. So there's an Act 2. And then maybe an Act 3. Even though that felt like an end to like a game, that did. That felt like an end mission to like a big game. Everyone seems unaffected by the monster that almost killed them all. They all seem fine. That woman's just sitting midair.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Northland Bank?
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
How long will this take? Yeah, we got time. There's no reason not to do it. Just want to finish up this quest line and be done with this. Oh god, come on Kaijin. Where plays Yangfi? I don't want to talk to you. Goodbye. Again, that's the second time I've talked to him. Ugh. Pain in the buttocks. Pain in the buttocks.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers?
Oh, child easier.
Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to
Signora,
heart,
my
child.
god, that's a design.
Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
Well, that's a nice angle.
And you're also one of the Harbingers?
Signora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Stay calm.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
Stupid child when
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together,
Tartaglia.
didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Zhongli tricked you?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Agreement? Gnosis?
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise.
What's
is
Zhongli
solid
done
as
now?
stone.
What's this asshole done? Well, there's Gnosis.
How sanctimonious.
So Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis?
What? So you're the Lord of Chio?
Dun dun
No,
dun!
wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I
Wow.
do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day."